Hello and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode I'm going to be showing you how to cook a meal for £10. So basically what I did is I went to Sainsbury's and I got a meal that cost less than £10, all the ingredients to make a meal, and I'm going to show you how to make that meal. So for the £10 cooking challenge I'm going to be making stuffed peppers and stuffed mushrooms, which you can tell what the fillings are because you're looking at the ingredients. I'm putting bacon, shallot, garlic, sage, cheese and breadcrumbs in it. And this meal is under £10. So it's a nice, quick, easy and cheap meal. So the first thing you have to do for this stuffed pepper and mushroom is prepare the filling. So to prepare the filling, you're going to simply chop up a garlic. It has got loads of cloves in this garlic, so all you need is simply a few cloves. So you take the top off like that, and then you peel it back, and you basically need a couple of cloves, and we're basically going to chop them extremely small, or quite as small as you can get it. We're using one clove like this. And we're just gonna we need to peel it first, because we don't eat the red stuff on the outside. So some people find it easier to chop off the end, the bit that you don't eat, but I just peel it first. So I'm going to chop the end off like that. And then you're simply going to chop it extremely small. And then once you've chopped it quite small, you're going to put it in this pan. You're going to put all the ingredients in before you start cooking it. You're going to add some oil to the pan as well. You don't put any sage leaves in. That's one thing you don't put in when you do put them in eventually, but not to cook the filling. You add them in once it's cooked. Or if you would like to cook them for a few minutes, you can put them in towards the end. Definitely not near the beginning, or they will just burn. No, there's no point in putting them in because we know flavour, because the flavour's gone. And I also use fresh herbs because they simply taste and smell a lot nicer. They don't obviously last as long than the jarred ones, because the jarred ones obviously last quite a few months, whereas the fresh ones only last a week, and you've got to use we've got to use all this in a week. We will be using a bit of it. Now we're going to need quite a lot of filling because we're doing peppers and mushrooms. If you want to just do mushrooms or just peppers, then you can, but you don't necessarily need as much as me, because I was planning on doing all three of the peppers, the red, the green and the yellow, and maybe a couple of mushrooms. There's obviously 5. I need a filling for 5. So I'm just currently peeling the shallot. Which has taken me a bit of time actually. I might chop the end off, it might be quicker. Probably won't make much difference, but you don't actually need like an onion for this. Onions are massive. You only need like a little bit, so you use a shallot instead, because they're a smaller version. and so I've nearly finished peeling this. We only actually need one. I don't know why I took two out, but you only actually need one. So what you're going to do is you're going to chop it in half. You're basically going to, and then you're going to do like little like slice marks on it. Like if you can see the actual lines on it, you're going to do slice marks, and then you're just going to go down like this. And then you've got the little pieces. And then you don't need that end bit, so you take that off. If you haven't quite put it small enough, you can run your knife over it to make it a bit smaller, but it's not ideal. So it's not the way you should do it, but this side I've decided, instead of just cutting lines on it, I've done the actual slices out, just in case you don't get the slices, you accidentally cut all the way through. I'm going to show you what you do this way. It's actually a bit harder to chop it because you've already done the slices, but it's still doable. You're going to put oil in that before you start cooking anyway, so we're not putting it on just yet. So next bit we need is the bacon. The bacon is the next bit, and then we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes, I would say. And then whilst it is cooking, we're going to do the breadcrumbs. Now this has got eight rations in, and we're going to use all 8. So we're simply going to cut all 8 at once as well. You can use the same knife, but you'll have to wash it before you cut anything else. So you're cutting strips. It could be easier just to cut it with scissors, but I think the knife, you get even more even pieces, and they do smaller when cooking. So that's how to do it with a knife. Basically slice it and then dice it. But now I'm going to show you how to do it with scissors. That's how to cut it with a knife, slice and dice. Now if you want to do it with scissors, you basically doing the same sort of thing, but with scissors. And it is quicker, but it's not as precise. You don't get as even pieces. And then you just go into the pan like this. If you want them more even, then I recommend using a knife. I'm just showing you both ways. You just cut them straight into the pan like that. And then there's a bit there that got missed, so I'll cut that. I'll just cut that straight in. And for the rest of it, I'm going to use a knife because they're more even. This is a really nice, quick meal because it only takes, I reckon the filling will only take about up to 10 minutes. The filling will take up to 10 minutes. The filling will take up to 10, and then and then you basically put it in the filling. You put the filling in with like peppers and mustard, and then you simply put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then it's done. So because I've been handling raw meat, you have to wash your hands. If you're using a knife, all you have to do is simply wash the knife. So I'm going to go and do that, and then we're going to start cooking it. But it's going good so far. So now I've washed everything. I've washed my hands, I've washed the knife, I'm now simply going to add some oil into my pan. Just probably like a drop or two. Bit like that. And I'm going to turn the heat on to a medium heat. And I'm just going to mix it for about a minute. And then just leave it to cook out for another sort of 5 minutes whilst I prepare the breadcrumbs and the herbs that are going to go in for like the last 2 minutes. I'm hoping we've got enough filling to do 5. You can also add salt and pepper to this if the sage isn't enough. The sage should be enough. So I've just given that a quick mix. You would never leave your spoon or anything in it. So I'm going to take it out. So now it's to chop the bread, to make the breadcrumbs. Now with this, you take the crust off, like a very thin layer of crust. Same here. Now, normally for like stuffing, like usually most recipes require 1 or 2 slices of bread. Now, I'm doing quite a bit, so I'm using 2 slices. But if you're only doing like a couple of peppers, or you're only doing like 1 mushroom or something just for yourself, then I would recommend using 1. But I'm doing quite a bit. I did say I was going to do 3 peppers and 2 mushrooms, but I might just do 2 of each. So, then you chop it into slices, maybe down 5 slices. And then you can go across and just go boom, 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 boom. Bit like that. And then just simply add them straight in, because that has been cooking for like probably 2 minutes, maybe longer. And before we continue, I want to put this in first and give it a quick mix. I might add a bit of salt and pepper in it just to give it a bit more flavour. But obviously you have to try the filling before you put it in to make sure it's all alright. The one thing you must do to stop cross-contamination is you always put meat packages and stuff in the bin straight away. So that's one thing we need to do. That is now in the bin. So the next thing we're going to do is, oh yeah, we've also got to add some cheese in. And I'm going to show you, I'm using red Leicester cheese. You can use any cheese you want really. But obviously you don't necessarily want it too strong so it overpowers the flavour. I've actually got another packet in the fridge, so I'm going to use that one that's already open. You only need a little bit. You can grate it and put it in, or you can chop it really small and put it in. Either way works. Now we're going to quickly go and get the other one. And then we're going to chop the sage, a few leaves. I'm going to chop it and then prepare the mushrooms and peppers. So I'm going to chop my cheese very small. I'm not going to grate it, but you can grate it. I might use most of this, maybe not all of it, but I'm going to use... Cheese is always quite hard to cut, especially when it's just come out of the fridge. So I'm just going to chop it very, 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 very small. Well, quite small is the word. It doesn't have to be like extremely small, but nice little small cubes. And then you simply mix them in. You might need some more oil, I'm not entirely sure. Definitely not cooked yet, but we are going to add some more oil. Maybe like another drop. Just a little bit, we don't want it to stick. So you can always put a little bit more in to start with if you decide to make this. Obviously the cheese is already melted. I'm just using red Leicester cheese because it's my favourite. You can literally use any cheese. Preferably not one that's too strong, but most cheeses work. You're definitely going to need more cheese than that. Take that spoon out because you don't need spoons in. I'm going to chop this spoon, chop the cheese. I'm going to put even more in. I'm going to put a few small squares, nothing massive. We're going to give it another quick mix in a second. Then we're going to add some sage leaves. And then the filling is basically done. It's actually looking pretty good. Now I'm going to leave the cheese there for the time being. Actually, I'll put it back in this tub. Put it back in this little container that I've got. And then we're going to open the sage leaves. And I'm only going to use a couple of leaves, and I've got somehow to use the rest of in the next sort of couple of days. They don't last long. This is the problem when you buy fresh ones, but it is going to taste nicer. What you're going to do is you're going to take a few pieces. And simply is going to take them off the stalk. That'll probably be about enough, I say. You can always add more if the flavour is not strong enough. But you do have to try it before. You're just going to put your knife over it like that. And quickly run your knife over the sage. No more than 2 or 3 times or you ruin the flavour. And then you're just going to sprinkle the sage in. Very cheesy, this filling, it looks very nice. Obviously if you don't like cheese then you have to go without the cheese. If you don't like bacon you can always do it with chicken or ham. Chicken or ham also works. It smells nice. It doesn't have to be 100% cooked because it does go in the oven for about 10 minutes. I would say that filling's pretty much done, but I'm not sure we're going to have enough for 5 things, so we'll just see. So we're going to turn it off, put it just to one side for a sec. I'm going to prepare the peppers and mushrooms now. I think we're not going to actually going to be able to fill. Well, if we probably fill the 3 peppers, but I want to do some mushrooms as well. I'm going to put this green pepper in the fridge and put the wrapper straight into the bin. It's a clear space. It's not as important as the bacon one, so I'm going to just keep tidying. So all you do to prepare this is take the lid off like so. You need a spoon for this next part. We're going to spoon out the seeds. Well, Now I'm just gonna, now I've done the seeds out of this one, and now I've got to prepare the lid, because obviously you've got seeds in the lid part. Usually whenever I cook a pepper or chop it up to put in something, I do it like this and then just cut around the edges and the middle bits goes in the bin. But I'm going to cut round actually because it's not deep enough to spoon round. I'm just taking all the seeds out. Like so. And then obviously you've got to be able to put it back on. Well, like that. Now we're going to need to preheat the oven. Probably at around about this stage because you're nearly ready to go in. You need to preheat the oven to 180 degrees or gas mark 5. And you also need to get a tray to put this on. So I've just got a tray. And now we're going to do the exact same to the other pepper. We're going to cut down. I've cut quite far down on this pepper. Because it's a small pepper, I've cut quite far down. And I just simply pulled that bit out because it was easier. And I'm going to do the exact same with this top bit, just scrape out the seeds. Because it's sometimes easier than just getting a spoon. Make sure tap out all the seeds. I'm going to quickly wash my hands from all the seeds. And then we're going to simply stuff these peppers and put them on the tray and then see how many mushrooms you've got left. This one's quite a small one, so it's not that deep. There's not really that much going in this one. But that one, there's quite a bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the spoon that you used to get the seeds out of the first one. Probably like a good spoonful like this. And you're just going to put it simply in the pepper. You don't want loads, so I'm going to put a tiny bit more in. So that was probably like a spoon and a half. And then you pop the lid on and it goes on the tray like so. You don't want to overfill it. You not overfill it or it all starts coming out the side. So if that one we put 1.5 in, this one will probably get 2 in. So the filling, if you think about it, we're putting 2 spoons in here. We've still got quite a lot left, so we might be able to do more than 2 of each. Might put a touch more in, just because it's not quite filled. But I don't want to overfill it. I'll 3/4 fill all of these. If you do it more than that, it'll all just come out. So then the peppers are on the tray. You may put this one down to the side if you don't really stand up. But we'll all roast the same. And then we're going to prepare the mushroom. I'm going to do 2 and then see how many fillings we've got left, how much filling we've got left. So all we basically do for this pimented, called a pimented. Actually, I might spoon it. I might spoon the thing. Actually, no, spooning doesn't work. You're simply gonna take the stalk part out in the middle. I'm actually gonna. And then you're just simply gonna. You can take the black bits off if you want, but you can simply just eat them. So I've tried to take a bit of the black bits off to show you what it looks like underneath if you want to. But I'm going to keep the black bits in. So I'm going to get the spoon again. Don't matter that you put it in the mushrooms because just going inside the mushrooms anyway. So I'm just going to flatten it down onto the mushroom. So I'm going to take that spoon out. So I've done probably 2 spoons on this mushroom, and that'll be plenty. Yeah, so if you don't want to eat the black bits, or the brown bits, or whatever you want to call them, you can take them out. But I'm going to keep them on because I like them. Just going to spread it around the back of your knife. And you're going to pop it on the tray. I think we've probably got enough filling for one more. This is how much filling we've got if you can't see. Just like that little bit. So I'm going to do these. This one's got quite a big stalk, but I'm going to take this out. Like so. And then I'm going to get my spoon again. I'm going to scrape out all the filling because we want to try and use all of it. We don't want to waste any of it. And there's not going to be enough for another one, so I kind of want to use it all up. So I'm going to simply spread it around with the back of my spoon. Like so. Pop it on the tray. So these are what the 4 look like. Excuse the mess, I didn't get a waste bowl. So that's what they look like. Now they're going to go in the oven for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to show you what they look like and try them for you. So this is the outcome of the peppers and mushrooms. I'm going to give you a close-up. They actually look quite nice. So basically I tried the peppers and mushrooms but somehow lost the footage. Not sure how I lost the footage. So I gave the mushrooms 8 out of 10 and the peppers an 8 out of 10 because they were extremely nice. I loved them and the filling was amazing. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more.